What's up, guys? It's Joey. Let's talk about a little bit of everything today. By the way, this isn't really a Wendy's drink. I had Wendy's earlier. I actually had a strawberry lemonade type of tea, and it was really good. But in the house, I have this is peach mango green tea. It's these little packets. These are awesome. I wish this was colder, but it's not. But it's all good. These teas, I love tea in general. So, yeah, this one's good. There are better ones out there, different flavors that are better, but this one's good as well. Anyway, so I want to vent on a couple of things. Where should I start? So, today I had an interview for a part time job. I really don't want to talk about what type of job it is, but it's something. I realized that I could use the money, and I'm just so used to being a workaholic, and I get bored at home so much. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my son, but I need like some social interaction. So I went to this interview, and tomorrow I'm going to train basically. And it's a small place, and it's good, and it's away from a bunch of people. It's not like it's gonna be packed for sure. So I'm doing that. I do have that problem where I get easily bored. I can't be at home for too long. And it's a short shift. It's like 5 hours, so it's not that bad. I don't plan in working a full time job anytime soon at all because my son is important. And he's already in that space where, like, if he's sleeping and he doesn't see me, he's gonna start to cry. And if I'm in the room and I just leave the room, he's gonna cry again. So it's little things like that where he's already getting used to me and he's getting attached. So I don't want to be that type of parent of dropping him off at a daycare where I don't know how they're going to treat him. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be sick babies at daycares. And I've just heard horrible stories how, like, they don't change their diapers, or they take forever to change their diapers and things like that. And anything can happen, and I want to be the one protecting my kid. Another thing that was happening, that is still in the process, is that when my son was born, he failed one of his hearing tests. It was his left ear. I really didn't want to talk about it before because I thought that it wasn't really a big deal. I still think it's not a big deal. So we took him to two places as of now. So we took him to this one place, and he did fail the left ear, but I feel like he just moved so much because he's so little. So I feel like that's a fail. Then we took him to this chiropractor, and I really didn't know that chiropractors could adjust babies' backs or their necks. I didn't know that, but he did that, and he checked his ear to see if there was anything in his ear, and there was nothing in his ear. So it's a good thing. But anywho, I planned on another appointment for him, but it's not till November. But they told me to keep calling to see if someone canceled. So that's in the process. If it comes to like the worst, where like he's deaf in like the left ear, I'm pretty sure there's a solution to that. And other than that, he's healthy, and obviously you want the best for your child. It's not a big deal. Other than that, he's doing well. He's a happy baby. You can see in my Instagram how happy he is. It's really fun having a baby boy. Something that really upset me was that I was in this group. It was, I don't even want to name it because I don't want to promote it, but it had something to do with moms, right, in Florida. My purpose of getting into that group on Facebook was to make some friends because, shit, I was 9 months pregnant. I didn't really go out. And then another like 2 months after the baby, trying to take care of the baby. That's like almost a year of isolation, besides like my family and my boyfriend. You go a little bit crazy. You get frustrated and all that stuff. I was in this group, and I don't know what is it that I said, But if you know me, I'm usually very sarcastic and I have like this dark humor. And either you get me or you don't get me. So what happened was I said something and one of the moderators took it like so offensively, whatever I said, because they didn't even tell me and they wouldn't tell me. They took it to heart and then they kicked me out of the freaking group. By the way, that group has like more than 12,000 people in it. So out of everyone, I got kicked out, which, is pretty weird. It's like, how do they keep up with all, like, the posts and the comments? Whatever, anyway. So they kicked me out, and it sucks because I was trying to, like, make an event, like, for board games and stuff with other moms and stuff, like, with kids around the age of my kid. And that didn't happen. So it's really unfortunate because it would have been a great opportunity to meet other girls, but it just seems like some women in Miami are so fucking uptight. That's like another reason why I don't like Miami, because I really don't get along with the females here. And unfortunately, I get along with guys. That's the reason why I want to move from Miami, because it just seems like the girls here are they just suck. Like it's rare to find a chick that has my type of personality. And there's a few that I know. I have, girlfriends, but everyone's just so busy that, you can't really like hang out. Yeah, I'm still trying to, like, if I find the time, I'm trying to do an intro and a new outro for the family channel, because I just don't want it to be the same thing and bore you guys with the same shit over. Even my boyfriend was like, "Oh, same outro?" I'm like, I know, I should change it. I should even change the intro and the outro for this channel. I just have to find the time, but I will change it, I promise. I know that the intro and the outro sucked for that introduction video. It wasn't even an introduction video, it was just an adventure day. And I was like planning on deleting it because I started like being so critical about the video. I was like, oh, it's so lame. People are not gonna like it. I started like overthinking, but whatever. Let's just keep it there. It is what it is. And, I'm probably just a little rusty when it comes to editing because I haven't done it in a while. Other than that, everything's going well. Family wise, just a few things that have been bothering me. It's crazy how, like, once you have like a son, you take everything in your life to consideration, and all I want is, a healthy life for my son, like physically, emotionally, and mostly mentally, because I feel like at this stage of your baby, whatever they see and hear, it affects them as they grow up. All your childhood problems will come with you as you grow up to be an adult. And so I want like the best life for my kid. It's really hard to separate my kid with my immediate family because they're always going to be family. I don't want to be so rude, to the point that I just disappear on my own family. So I think the easiest thing to do is to move out of Miami for the best for my family. But it's just things that I just dislike about my family. For one, my brother doesn't even acknowledge my son. I mean, you can have like your problems with me, whatever, but to like ignore or not even want to meet your nephew, I think it's like so wrong. It's like, what are you gonna do when he's like a bit bigger? Are you gonna just like still ignore my son? Like, it's just weird. My parents don't have like the best relationship even though they're still together. I just don't want my son to see and hear the crap that my parents talk about, and the stupid arguments that they get into. It's just crazy. I don't have like the craziest parents. It's not like my parents are psychopaths. It's more of like communication issues and just the way they treat each other. It's just a little insane. I think that was part of my depression, having to listen to their bullshit all the time. So I feel like YouTube and music and movies have been a big part of my life because it kind of would like distract me from my real world, especially YouTube. YouTube is like my therapy I know I never really talked about my immediate family. I never wanted to, because I never wanted to throw anyone under the bus. And I don't really want to get specific with my parents. But nobody's perfect, right? Now that I have my son, I have to think about the things that I do and the things that I expose to my son. My son is very important, and I don't want him to have any kind of traumas, any resentment or grudges against anyone. And it's just like, I just don't want him hurt. I've been very hurt in my life, and it's not fun. Especially when you become an adult, you don't trust anyone. You just, I always had this hardcore attitude, and this tough personality that really, it's good and bad at the same time, but I think mostly bad because people perceive me a certain way, like I'm some bitch, but really it's just, I'm just trying to take care of my heart. Really, I just do what I gotta do, and if a person doesn't like me, then they don't like me. If a person doesn't really try to get to know me, then oh well. Family is important to me, but at the same time, if a person doesn't treat you well within your family, then I don't think that you should deal with the bullshit, and you need to stay away from that person, in my opinion. And that's a fact. Like, I don't have to deal with it anymore. Like, I'm 31. Like, why should I deal with it? I feel like I'm in a better space mentally and emotionally, and I mostly thank my boyfriend for that. He's such a great guy, and I'm always gonna say that. He's such a great guy. I will never ever meet anybody else like him, I'm sure, because I haven't. He's good for me mentally and emotionally, and all the baggage that I tend to have, it's never his fault. It's something outside of that, something that I can't control. This tea is so good. I love tea. Life is life. Honestly, when I start this job, I'm going to pay bills and stuff like that. But what I really want to do, honestly, is start a college fund for my son and help him out, because I had to pay for my own tuition, and I had to work at a shitty ass job, to pay for my tuition. And it would be nice. It would have been nice if someone helped me pay for it. I probably would have saved so much money and have a lot of money in the bank. I at least want to help my son with like an associate's degree, at least. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be way more expensive, or who knows, maybe it'll be cheaper once he's 18. Hopefully by that time I'll have some money saved for him, because I think that education is important. It is important. And trust me, I've taken so many classes. I think I've taken like more than 120 credits, and you just learn. I've learned to be a better writer. I've learned to think differently. I've learned to be more social. I've learned so much. Some people don't agree. I do agree that, the school system disappoints you and they fail you, because they've done it to me as well. But you do what you can and you get through it. I mean, if I could do it, you can too. So if you're like missing like a few credits with your degree, just do it. Just take one class per semester. It's no big deal. Nobody cares, what you do. Just do it, and then you're going to feel good once you get the degree. I think what was more important for me is once I got pregnant, I was like, okay, I need to finish this degree, because I don't want to have my son saying, well, my parents never finished college. His father finished college and I finished college. So, and don't get me wrong, I still want to go back to school. I want to do like some computer shit. I love technology. I love mass communications as well. I love journalism. We'll see what the future holds for me. But I really love to learn, and I love to learn from people. I love psychology as well. I can listen for days, but that's a thing. Do people listen to me? I don't know. Maybe on YouTube. Good talk. What do you guys want? Those that have subscribed to my family channel, what do you guys want to see? What do you want me to talk about? Ask me questions. Let's interact. And just tell me how you feel. What should I change? Give me some fucking criticism, you know? Alright, on to the next video. Thank you for watching, guys, and thank you for new subscribers. Bye. It's a revolution.